Who is this new player, Cedric? 2 minutes into the game and he scores a cracking goal. Deflection or not, he needs to start as the striker in the next game. Welcome to Arsenal, Cedric Soares, and that was my reaction when the goal went in. I'm so happy, so happy. Come on, you Gunners. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to the player ratings for Arsenal's 4-0 victory over Norwich City. And yeah, you can already tell how happy I am. We actually scored 4 goals in the game. I can't remember the last time we scored or had a convincing win. I was just saying before the game, so Man U have just scored 3 goals. It's another time they scored 4. Chelsea scored 5 against Wolves this season. Leicester even scored 9. Every other team gets convincing wins every now and then, maybe 2, 3, 4 times in a season. But us, we always struggle for the win. 2-1s, 3-2s. The last time we scored 5 goals was like in 2018 in the Premier League. Back then, we used to score a lot of goals with Giroud, even with the Walcott, with Cazorla, with Van Persie. We used to get 4s and 5s, but we struggled for that. But today, we actually got a convincing win. We expected goals, and we got those goals. Really excited with Cedric coming on for his first game, scoring his first goal already. That should show Bellerin something. Of course, he's going to plant another 3,000 trees. Wow, he's having to plant a lot of trees recently. Thank God we are winning games. Let me just get into the lineup. I'm super happy. For the lineup, a couple of surprises, but I actually wanted Xhaka and Pepe to rest. I mentioned it in the preview, sorry. I wanted them to rest because we have so many hard games coming up. Wolves, Leicester, Tottenham, Liverpool, Watford, Aston Villa, Man City in the Cup. So I was happy to see the likes of Nelson getting a chance, even though he didn't really take the opportunity. For the lineup, we had Martinez, Bellerin, Mustafi, Luiz, Kolasinac. Kolasinac seemed to play like a centre-back and as a left-back at the same time. Tierney played as a left-back and left wing at the same time. Xhaka, Ceballos, Nelson, Lacazette, Aubameyang, and we used the 5 substitutions this time round. Against Brighton, I don't think we used all 5. Also against Southampton, I didn't think we used all 5. Or against Brighton, we brought them later on. And against Southampton, we didn't use them. But I'm super happy. Most of the players gave good performances. As I've said, Cedric, Martinez, a couple of very good saves, looking like a good second goalkeeper, as we all know he normally is. Aubameyang adding to his goals. I really hope he gets that top scorer or golden boot again this season. Ceballos had a very good first half, even though Norwich actually dominated the possession in the second half, so he didn't have much of the ball. Tierney again, defensively, attacking wise, looking good. So many positives, scoring the 4 goals, having a couple of players from the bench. We didn't get an injury today. I don't know about Mustafi. He was subbed off at halftime. Guendouzi and Ozil didn't make the lineup again. Arteta seems to be stamping his authority with Guendouzi, and for Ozil, I think this has to be it. If he can't play against Norwich, which team will he play against? For the negatives, again, Bellerin and Lacazette. It's looking so bad for them right now. I was hoping Lacazette scores a goal today. That's why I wanted him to start. But again, a couple of really dodgy decisions here and there. Bellerin again, falling over, tripping on his own feet. Poor defensively. I don't know what's happening with him. The injuries totally messed him up. But anyway, those are the few things I've noticed from the game, the positives and the negatives. Let me just get into the player ratings for the game. Emiliano Martinez, as I've said, good saves, 2 good saves. They hit the bar in the first half, but he made some good saves, some 2 or 3 good saves. And we actually do need him until the end of the season, especially the hard games coming up. So for today, I'm going to give him a 7. Emiliano Martinez gets a 7. Hector Bellerin. For me, I want Hector Bellerin to stay at Arsenal because I think for his age, he still has a lot of time to improve. And I know the injuries, 2 injuries actually. He had a knee injury against Chelsea, stayed out for 1 year, and then he came back and went away again for like 3 months. So I know the injuries affected him, but the decision making is poor. He's lost not even a bit. He's lost much of his pace. When he gets forward, he doesn't put in those crosses, trips over, caught in 2 minds every time. So for today, I was going to give him a 4, but since we kept a clean sheet and I played majority of the game, I'm going to give him a 5, just a fair reflection of how he performed himself, not as the team, not by himself. I'm going to give him a 5. He needs to improve, otherwise his position will go with Niles and Cedric, and we might have to sell him, but I would keep him myself. I hope he does better in the next coming games. So 5 for Bellerin. Mustafi subbed off at halftime. This is another guy, you never trust him. A couple of dodgy passes, loose passes in the first half, almost made us concede late on in the first half. So Mustafi, I'm going to give him a 5 for today. The next one is David Luiz. Okay, the last 2 games he's played well. The Sheffield game before you're subbed off, and today better than the Man City game for sure. He needed to perform because Holding is now back, Socrates is now back, Saliba is joining the team next season, and Pablo Mari will be here next season, and he's signed a new contract, Luis. So if he wants to be starting, he needs to show that he's a leader and that he's the defender that we need. Also, at least he did take a free kick and actually on target today, so I'm going to give him a 7. The next one is Kolasinac. Played as a centre-back, left-back, almost gave away a penalty. Those decision-making by Arsenal players, losing concentration, is what I don't like. But we kept a clean sheet. He helped us, played 90 minutes without getting an injury. I'm going to give Kolasinac a 7. The next one is Kieran Tierney. We're actually getting what we expected from him when we signed him. He didn't play for the first few months. Even when he came back, he looked shaky with the injuries and stuff. But the crossing is really good. He doesn't waste time on target. Even Kolasinac doesn't waste time when it comes to crossing, but the accuracy, Tierney has that over him, and he defends well at the same time, looks calm, looks like he's been at Arsenal for 2-3 years. I'm going to give Kieran Tierney today an 8. The other time he got a 9 man of the match, he gets an 8 today. Consistency is what we need. 8 for Tierney. The next one is Xhaka. He scored a goal. Granit Xhaka actually scored a goal. Played well, got to the captains in the last few minutes. No, I didn't actually see him making a lot of any mistake today. So one of the best performances from Xhaka. That is what we need on a consistent basis against every other team, not just Norwich. So 8 for Xhaka. The next one is Ceballos. Again, second half was very poor. I didn't see him a lot, but first half, those crosses, those passes, there's a time he left a couple of midfielders. So good in the first half. At least we're seeing a bit from him too, more than we've seen around January, February, March. So I'm going to give Ceballos a 7 for today. Nelson didn't take his opportunity. Sad. The next, Nketiah, played a game, scored. Martinelli always takes his chances before the injury. Xhaka takes his chances. Willock took his chance against Southampton, came on, scored. But Nelson again today didn't really take his opportunity, so I'm going to give him a 6 for today. Lacazette, same as Bellerin. I expected very much from him. He hasn't scored at away ground since February. He hasn't scored a goal for us since like Newcastle back before lockdown. And he has started some games, so no excuses for him. Decision making, he got across some time, headed it straight to the goalkeeper. Aubameyang did the same, yes. Lacazette again got across from Aubameyang. Instead of trying to shoot, he tried to pass it straight to the defender. So poor again. I'm going to give him a 5. Needs to improve a lot, or else it's going to be sold. Aubameyang, man of the match, of course. 2 goals today, an assist. This is one guy that when he gets in front of the goalkeeper one-on-one, I never expect him to miss. When he misses, we are all surprised. That reminds me of Olympiacos. If only he scored that. But Aubameyang finishing his clinical, we can't afford to lose him. Xhaka signed a new contract today. Thank you. Xhaka signed a new contract, and I hope Aubameyang is next. 2 goals and an assist, man of the match. I hope he gets the golden boot this season too. A lot of chances for him to get goals coming up. Wolves, Leicester, 9 for Aubameyang. Very happy with the performance. Got the rest against Sheffield, was fresh today. Performed as you expected, 9 for him. The next one, Holding, came from the bench for Mustafi in the second half, at halftime actually. I didn't see him a lot, but he defended, kept a clean sheet, saw him forward, ran with the ball forward a couple of times, got a lot of space. I'm going to give Holding 7. Willock gets 7 for the minutes he was on the pitch. Didn't make any kind of mistakes, held on to the ball nicely, stayed with the possession, won a couple of corners and throw-ins. So 7 for him. Nketiah gets a 6, didn't see him a lot. Pepe also gets a 6, couple of good runs here and there. And Cedric Soares gets a 9. That is one of the best cameos I've ever seen. Gets on, scores a goal immediately, puts in some 2-3 good decent crosses. Bellerin should learn from that. I'm so happy. So from that performance, you can argue that Cedric deserves to start the next game against Wolves. I hope he's now totally fit. He gets a 9 for today. I hope to see more from him. Just good to have some fresh blood in the team. So 9 for Cedric. Mikel Arteta gets for today gets a 9. He got what we wanted. He rested a couple of players like I wanted from the preview. So good performance that. Aubameyang, by the way, just to add, Aubameyang becomes the fastest Arsenal player to get to 50 goals. Faster than Van Persie, faster than Henry, faster than Beckham, faster than Ian Wright. And you have to give Aubameyang some recognition because Van Persie had the likes of Kleb behind him, Rosicky, Walcott. Adebayo had the likes of even Flamini used to be very good, Fabregas, Arshavin. Henry had the likes of Jose Antonio Reyes, RIP to him, Perez behind him, Ian Wright, the likes of Beckham, but Aubameyang, very mediocre midfield behind him. Even the likes of Giroud had Ozil in his prime, Alexis Sanchez behind him, so scored a lot of goals. That's why he scored 100 goals. But Aubameyang, poor midfield, lack of creativity. He's having to score those goals by himself from his own work. So you have to give him the recognition. Fastest to 50 goals. Congratulations to him. He also becomes the 6th fastest after Andy Cole, Alan Shearer, Van Nistelrooy, Mo Salah, and I think Torres had got to that in 70 games, I don't remember, but those players are on the top of the list. So really happy for Aubameyang, happy for Xhaka. Congratulations on the new contract here for the next 5 years. I'm really happy. Hope we get another 3 points against Wolves. This is my player ratings. I'll have the preview for the next game. The games are coming very fast. Thanks for watching this video again. Keep staying safe. Come on, you Gunners, and I'll talk to you later.